Welcome to the tutorial on how to make a mind map with the microbit folio. Let's look at what is a mind map. A mind map is a way of describing someone thinking on paper. It's a graphical description of your thinking process. And it usually has a number of shapes. They can be rectangles, they can be ovals, circles. It probably doesn't really matter. And they have lines between them which interlinks them, or there's a relationship between each of the different shapes that have lines between them. Now, all of these lines usually start from a shape containing a central idea or theme. So let's look at how to make one. The first shape contains the idea or theme. In the case of our microbit programming, the microbit will show the thinking behind why you chose one solution rather than another. So you're expected to come up with two different ideas on how to solve the question that's given to you in regards to programming the microbit. And then you need to demonstrate how you've chosen between those two. Which one of those two have you chosen and why? Now, you can write an essay on that, or you could write put together a mind map, which is probably much quicker to do, and it's a lot clearer for people then to see your logic or your thought process behind your decision. So firstly, we need to start with a problem or a challenge. I'm going to suggest that we start with the problem that you're asked to display a shape on the microbit's LED array. And you could achieve this by having some of the LEDs turned on and some of them turned off. So what are the different ways you could actually do this? Well, you could write a program that will instruct the microbit to turn each of the LEDs off or on individually. The only problem with that is you're going to need a separate command for each LED. And because there's about 25 on the array on the front of the LED, that means at least 25 commands you've got to put in there, which is a bit of a pain. The other option is there are libraries of pre-made shapes, and all you need to do is call up the name of that shape, and it automatically turns LEDs on or off as required to display that shape. So which one of these alternatives would you choose? Probably the second one, because it's a lot easier and you're less likely to make a mistake. So now you have decided on the solution, and you've got two reasons why you've chosen this decision. One, because the second one's easier, and less likely to do the first one because you're going to probably make some mistakes along the way. All right, so let's put our mind map together, given all that stuff that we've just talked about. So we start with our central theme or idea, and this one, or challenge, and this one is display a shape on the microbit. All right, so we're going to draw our lines which take us to the other shapes, and I'm going to put two blank ones here for the moment. I'll explain why in a minute. And then we draw another line, and there's one solution. So we've said use a pre-made shape, and the other solution was individually program each LED. Okay, so we've got our problem at the bottom, and we've got our two solutions at the top. But what we really want to know is why the sort of reasoning behind choosing each of these. And we can look at this one. Well, a pre-made shape, it's easy to do and less mistakes will be made. But the individually programming each LED, it's harder to do and we may make mistakes. So we're going to choose this one. And I mean, that's pretty obvious. But you can see now that I've actually got this mind map which describes why I made the decision I did and what was the thinking behind it. Now that's what I'm asking you to do for each of the programs that you write. There's about 8 of them. You put one of these in to describe your decision making on how you decided between 2 possible solutions, which one was the best. All right, good luck on that.